welcome back to Unit 5 Functions and Pointers, and we have discussed almost all the topics, and I needed to discuss a small topic that I missed, and that are return statement. I mentioned that you need to write down the return statement at the very end of the function definition, and that is partially true. We can write return statement multiple times in a function, but uh, the thing that you need to keep in mind that as soon as return statement is triggered, or you can say return statement is executed, the program will terminate itself. It will not bother if there are statements below the return statement that are needed to be executed. No, if the return statement is executed once in a program, then the program is going to get terminated. It will not bother about what are the statement following after it. Okay, so you can see in here I have declared a function that is add, and that is going to add a two integer number and returning their sum. So if I'm writing printf statement before that, the sum is and %d, then x plus y. You can see in here everything will be going fine, and I'm going to execute this program, add 3, 5, and we should be expecting a result that the sum is 5. Okay, so the sum is 5. We have a correct output. Let's add the new line character as usual, and this is working fine. But if I'm and this is also returning that same number as in the form of return, and I can show you that by saving that number in an integer type variable and printing that number out. Printf %d, then we have new line character and C, and we should expect the sum is 5 and 5. See, you can see in here this function is returning also, and it is printing a statement also. Okay, and if I'm going to write the return statement before this, then what is going to happen? After the return statement, you can see we have a warning that code will never be executed. Why the code will never be executed? The code will never be executed because as soon as the return statement is triggered, the function is going to terminate itself, or it is going to end itself, and that is why this statement will never be executed. And you can see in here we have printed the value of C as 5, but we have not printed this statement out because this was the part of a function after the return statement. So you need to use return statements very cleverly. You can use it can be used that if you can use multiple return statement with if statements, that if the sum, or you can say x plus y, is greater than 10, then return 0, or else return 1. Or you can say this, what this function is going to do. This function is going to return false in case of the sum is greater than 10, and it is going to return 1, or you can say true if the statement is less than 10. Okay, so you can see in here this is how you can use multiple return statement using an if statement, and you can also go with a switch statement, but I think that will not be needed in much of the programming. And that was all about the return statement. See you in the next lecture.